welcome back with me, Zico Editor in Room of Hobbies. As you know, I like to do so many hobbies like playing games, do some exercise, including reading books. There are so many collection of my books, but I'm gonna tell you one of my favorite book called Sherlock Holmes. As you can see, this is a short stories version of the Sherlock Holmes book, and the positive things from this book is you can carry it anywhere. Anytime, anywhere you can read it because it's small. Well, I mean, you can read anywhere, anytime without having your hands full or anything. And yeah, that's the positive thing from this book. Okay, so what am I doing here? I'm gonna review it. So today I'm gonna review this book, and you may consider to buy it or not. It's on your point. First thing first, this book contains 6 stories that picked randomly from Sherlock Holmes series. Like there is the Adventure of Sherlock Holmes in the Buscombe Valley Mystery, the Copper Beach, you might hear it before, the More of Sherlock Holmes, The Final Problem, the Film Bazaar, the Adventure of Charles Augustus Milverton, it's so difficult to say, and the Adventure of Sussex Vampire. This book has 174 pages in total, and you can write this book in one time, in one single try, actually. Spoiler alert for you guys if you did read this book or you even hear about it. Yeah, and you consider to buy it and start to read it. Just start watch another video, but if you don't mind the spoilers, let's summary one of the chapter. Okay, so I'm gonna sum one of the chapter here is the last chapter. At this chapter, Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson is facing a strange case that is of vampirism in Sussex. In the beginning of the story, Sherlock Holmes got a letter from someone called Morrison. Morrison tells Sherlock Holmes that there's a case that concerned about vampirism, about vampires. The client in this case is Mr. Robert Ferguson. After Sherlock discussed the case a little bit with Dr. Watson, he didn't believe that there is a vampirism in Sussex, in South of Horsham. There's no such a thing about vampirism. In the morning, Mr. Ferguson come to Sherlock Holmes' house to discuss the case. Mr. Ferguson said that his wife is a vampire. Why? Because Mr. Ferguson wants to see his wife biting the neck of their baby, a newborn baby. Sherlock still didn't believe about vampirism, even in Sussex, even in the 19th century. When he saw his wife bite their baby in the neck, he concluded his wife is actually a vampire. A lovely Peruvian lady is a vampire. So after he accused his wife as a vampire, his wife is mad at him and she locks herself in a room. Before this case getting worse, Mr. Ferguson decided to call Sherlock Holmes to solve the case. Sherlock Holmes to the rescue! After arriving at Mr. Ferguson's house, Sherlock detects something strange in Carlo, which is the name of the Mr. Ferguson's pet, and Jackie, the name of Mr. Ferguson's first child. Sherlock starts to ask about Mr. Ferguson's wife, and he said to Dr. Watson, try to talk to her. While Dr. Watson is looking at her, trying to communicate with her, the wife looks really ill, like poison or something. After trying to talk to Mr. Ferguson's wife, Dr. Watson came back to the main room and told to Sherlock Holmes that there's something strange with her. There's no diagnosis of vampirism or something, but she's poisoned. Finally, Sherlock Holmes comes to a conclusion where actually the baby is poisoned. And Mr. Ferguson's wife tried to suck the poison from the baby's blood. And the culprit is Jackie, Mr. Ferguson for the child. I think that's all for my absurd review. If you want to read the full story, you may buy this book or search in Google, The Adventure of Sussex Vampire. That's a very good story actually. That's all for today. I'll see you again in the next video. Bye bye.